Okay. Go. All right. Hello. I'm Eric. These are my algorithms and tools. That's ersatz for short, the inferior substitute for your game engine of choice. This is a personal project that I've been working on for a little while now, in the hopes of eventually making my own game. I didn't really feel like learning anything practical or useful like existing software, so I just kind of started writing my own game engine from scratch, rendering and all. Um, it's a software renderer, all written in Java. No external, nothing outside of the JDK, basically. So I'm writing everything myself as of now. Not to say that I haven't, blatantly copied things from people. If you look at the first video I posted on this, I linked a bunch of stuff, a bunch of tutorials I used to learn how to manipulate the window and renders and draw triangles and matrix transformations and projection and all of that. None of that I could have figured out on my own. I got kind of close, but nothing. No, I didn't. I didn't get it. I was wrong. There's nothing to brag about there. This is, like I said, this project I've been working on for a while now. There's a few things that I've just done recently that I'm making this particular video for, and that's I've implemented some basic collision. I've got some spheres and surfaces that I can use, which is great. It's super. I mean, surfaces especially, I can basically just construct meshes of colliders now and have a proper collision. They work really well. There is a glitch where you can see this plane here that I've got. I've got it sitting just above the ground because the player doesn't actually have any height right now. So to simulate not being directly on the ground, and I'll show you what it looks like when you're directly on the ground in a second here with this glitch. I just put the plane above the actual visible ground. So if I walk into this sphere, it'll push me through the plane underneath, like I shouldn't normally be down here. Being this close to surfaces has some visual issues. Projection is kind of difficult when stuff is so close to the camera. You get a lot of things that are very far in front of you, but also quite far behind you, and so it's hard to do depth when you're using centroids like I am. You can see there's also a lot of depth culling problems with pixels. The whole try is drawn at the specific depth, so technically they're all flat. And the other thing was I fixed the render. Speaking of render issues, I fixed another issue with the render where meshes for a long time, basically since I started this 3D project, if the mesh got to any significant size, you could start to see the stuttering in its movement, where parts of the mesh would move further or not as far as others, and that was a result of just using a really slow, straightforward rendering process, where I would transform, rotate, each vertice every time it was used in a triangle. I would clone it, transform it, rotate it, project it every single time. And that was for Suzanne here, that was taking something like 5,800 operations between transforming and projecting. If you want to talk like actual floating point operations, I'm sure it's a lot more. But I changed that to a more sensible process that I should have been using from the get-go, and I don't know why I wasn't, because I'm already using OBJ files where I'm storing a list of vertices and then a series of indexes to those vertices for the faces. So I don't know why I wasn't using a render process where I first transformed all of those vertices and then drew them to save on those transformation calls. It cut it down something like 500%. It's down to literally, it's like 1,000 something operations for. By operations, I mean calls to the transform and project methods individually. So 2 per vertex instead of upwards of however many triangles of a vertex shares. Like this one right here on the monkey's cheek would be, what, 8? That would get called on 16 times. Now it's only called on 2. That's incredible. So everything's so much faster. As you can see, I can still spawn monkeys. I've actually moved it so that they don't spawn directly on you because of collision. They have collision as well. They will spawn their own spheres. I can build little walls out of them, basically, that I can't walk through. But I'll get pushed over or under because they're so round and so small. Man, lot to talk about. I'm very excited about this stuff. I can imagine anyone who actually knows a damn thing about coding doesn't really care all that much. But anyways, hire me. My email's on the channel, of course. You can contact me through there. Those are the 2 big things today, was the render and the collision. Collision was yesterday, the render improvement was today, and it's been plaguing me for a long time. I feel so dumb for not knowing to do that before. I tried so many things. I tried multi-threading. That was a, oh my god, that was a mistake. I don't know what I thought I was doing. It was not multi-threading. It was a mess is what it was. I don't even want to get into that. But if you stuck through this long, 7 minutes, oh my god, I've barely been doing anything. I've just been focused on talking, so I've just been standing around, not actually doing anything in the game. There's not much to do. It's not much of a game yet. If you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, leave some comments, let me know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Let me know if you hated it. Be great. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.